You're welcome back. Now we're moving on to issues of traffic in Lagos State. Recently, we spoke with the Commissioner for Transport and also the Attorney General of Lagos State. The government of Lagos State has signed into law what has been described as what was initially tagged as Lagos Traffic Law, a bill now an act of law. That has raised a number of issues because within it, some people have made allegations that the penalties are draconian and that there are issues there that transport workers and those who use the road should be asking questions about. But those who use the road mostly, more so than most of us, are the transport workers. They are the people that run buses and Okadas and trucks on our roads, and they're the ones that may be deemed as more possible to flout the law. So we've got in our studios this morning on Sunrise, Chief Remi Ogungbemi, who's the chairman, Association of Maritime Truck Owners. You're welcome.
Thank you.
And then on my left-hand side, we've got Mr. Olufemi Ajewole, who's the national president, Road Transport Employers Association.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Now, let me start with you, Mr. Ajewole. You as the national president of Road Transport Employers Association. When we had the Attorney General and the Commissioner for Transport, both of them sitting where both of you are sitting now, they said that a lot of work has gone into engaging the different association of road transport workers, including NURTW and so on, in ensuring that there is a level of enlightenment and that you know what the law says now and you understand what your responsibilities are within the state so that our roads become a lot more sane. Will that be the truth?
Well, Nigeria, I think, is a peculiar country in the whole world. That when you are laying a foundation, you show the prototype of such building very beautiful for people to see. But at the end of the day, when the construction is ongoing, then definitely a lot of things happens along the line. So that's how I will respond to that for now.
Does it mean
you're speaking in parables?
Yes.
Please, can you just break it down for us so we can understand clearly what you're about?
Thank you very much. I think by the committee set up by Lagos State government initially, the responsibility of the committee was all about when the then Lagos State chairman of NURTW, late Alhaji Saula Saka, was assassinated. And what led to the assassination was what prompted the Lagos State government then to set up the committee and to look into how to arrest the situation so that similar thing will not reoccur itself later in the future. So along the line where the committee started working, memorandums was welcome from so many sectors, market and men's and women's association, the road transport and of Nigeria, the Okada, that is Moas and Anakowa, and other trucks or names in transport sector. So invariably at the end of the day, the focus of the committee then was how to bring sanity and peace into all the various unions in the state, of which the whole unions or association welcome the development. That was why I made that parable earlier on, that the foundation was beautifully laid. So invariably at the end of the day now, so many things we are now seeing that because I've gone through the law and even the report of the committee itself, everything I've gone through it, I took time in the last 3 days to study everything. But what I want the whole country to know is Lagos State is still part of Nigeria as an entity. And if Lagos is part of Nigeria, Lagos should not see itself as being superior to Nigeria as a nation. What I mean by that is, Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria, National Union of Road Transport Workers, was established by federal government. And their schedule of duties, their constitution, the aims and objectives the principles was approved by federal government. That is through Federal Ministry of Labour and Productivity and Office of Registrar of Trade Union, of which the most of operation or areas of operation of these organizations are stated clearly under the federal law. Now, and the law says they can operate throughout the country. Now, when a state is now saying that he is banning, that is from operation, a federal establishment, what are we saying?
What part of
no, it's not banning them from operating.
Excuse me. I've gone through the report and the report of the committee and the law we are referring to, because the law, part of it says that before the full implementation, that the 3 months should be given, 3 months notice for everybody to prepare itself. One, there was no adequate publicity or enlightenment, as they are referring to, that if enlighten the unions this and that, there is no adequate publicity or enlightenment to that effect. That is one. Two, for you to tell me America as a country, they have been in existence in democracy for over 300 or 400 years. So now tell me, for somebody to come from America and say that union, when you are, if you are a member of a union, then when your vehicle gets to a park, you park, then you take the dues of the union, you go and pay in the bank, that to pay to the account of the union in the bank. Nigeria as a country today, I listened to a banker yesterday in bankers when they are talking about this cashless operation thing. How many Nigerians are bankable that even recognize that they can keep their money in a bank? Now tell me, a danfo driver or molue driver or a truck or a driver in the port, that they should park their truck or bus, that they should go to bank to pay to go and pay the union deals. I don't see how that is workable. Okay. And somebody, one of the Okada riders, I also listened to him at in Abuja through your network program when I was at Abuja, that if government is bringing this at this time and we are battling security, what they are saying in essence is we are inviting more armed robbers to be in place. So if somebody is saying that population are too many in Lagos, people should go to their village, is Lagos not part of Nigeria?
Okay. I mean, I think I should just add at this point that we actually invited the rep of the Motorcycle Owners and Riders Association, Mr. Ade Ikueson, and we still expect him to join us in the course of this program, because they are affected and their operations affect every single Lagosian. Now, Mr. Ajewole, do you think that this law is going to...
Point of correction. I'm
sorry.
Chief
Ogungbemi. Do you think, you have seen the laws, I assume?
I have not.
Oh, but you've been hearing about them?
Of course.
And Lagos State was here last week to explain to us very clearly that it is not about arresting or arraigning everybody. They can't lock up every offender. Yes. And it's not about money. It is about a culture that they want Lagosians to cultivate. And indeed, our ways in Lagos, if you go to Ibadan, which is just up the road here, you get to a roundabout. They give way to traffic on the left at the roundabout. But Lagos is so chaotic. Some people are saying that this law is very timely. We indeed need a different, orientation as road users in Lagos. What do you think?
Well, I would say, as a matter of fact, we are having traffic challenges within the Lagos environment, and no responsible government will just fold its arms and be watching why things are going in that direction. But however, I want to say that the way the state government want to go about it, I don't think is the best. And the cause of the problem has to do with the population increases. I'm born and bred here in Lagos. About 10-20 years ago, what we're experiencing now, we're not experiencing it. There are inadequacies of necessary infrastructures. There are no development that will correspond with all those increases. Populations are increasing, vehiculars are increasing, business activities are increasing. I can say that. Lagos population increases, not just a daily basis, hourly basis. then in my own thinking, in my own understanding, we should be more of developmental something to expand the scope of all those increases. So, but now that the government has come up, believing that it is making a law that will be the solution, I don't think so. I don't believe so. Rather, the law will just become a bait by which they will be using to catch the so-called offenders.